rolling?
We are rolling.
Let's do this. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. You're already better than Nick. Already.
Wow.
We've been doing this for 5 seconds. Already, this is better than Nick.
I did spill on the microphone a little bit, which is like not my property either. So
it's not my property either. So recording from an undisclosed location. I'll cheers to that.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Bottom Shelf Podcast with Nick and Justin.
Shit, that's actually really good.
Yeah, these aren't bad.
Shaft espresso cocktails.
Yeah, my
Oh,
wife.
they're non-alcoholic.
Yeah. Oh, they are non-alkies. Oh, that's so funny.
I wouldn't have been able to tell, bro.
No, I wouldn't have been able to tell. Yeah, it's funny. My wife, Brittany, won a bunch of these. Like, she won like a bunch of, I don't know, random cocktails. And so I grabbed a few of these bad boys.
Nice. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's really good.
Yeah, not bad. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome.
Hello.
Sam. We teed you up in the last couple of episodes of the Bottom Shelf Podcast. You're filling in for Nick while he's away.
Yes, I'm going to do my best while he's gone.
He is traveling in Africa right now. He sent me a bunch of pictures and videos and stuff, too.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll share a thing or two that he's sent me.
Yeah. My mom goes there all the time. She loves
Africa?
it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Like, at least one, like, safari expedition a year.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. All the time. And, like, it's crazy beautiful.
I mean,
it's insane.
The stuff that I've seen, too, it's like, I understand it. Like, they've been to Africa before. I understand why they wanted to go back. You know, he's already sent me videos of them, like, feeding giraffes. And
That's cool.
Then they went to, like, a slum and kind of, like, they said
Wow.
that it was a pretty humbling experience.
Yeah.
But there was like a school there, and so like all the kids are like, you know, they're dressed in actually half decent clothes. It's all like hand-me-downs kind of shipped over, but
Yeah.
just a very humbling experience. Since they said that was kind of cool.
Yeah, my mom, when she went, she sent me a video of a lion killing like something.
Oh my god!
'Cause
How far away?
Well,
Far close enough that she could see it. Like she probably
close
got a
enough
video,
that she
right?
could film it. Yeah, I mean, she has like big telephoto lens on like one of like the fancy cameras.
Oh, okay.
So like, I don't know, within like 200 meters, just
sick.
like ripping apart. Like I don't know if it was like a wildebeest. I don't know. Like it was crazy though.
Yeah, that's insane.
I would love to go there, but I am allergic to the sun, so Africa sounds like a horrible place for me.
And I am broke, so I'm not going anytime soon either.
Horrible for the credit rating.
Exactly. Thank you for supporting the show. Be sure you can follow us on social media at Bottom Shelf Hockey Pod on Instagram and Threads. Those are our two big platforms right now. You can also find us, stream us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, YouTube, all of the platforms where you find your podcast. You should be able to find us.
I didn't know Podbean was a thing, so I'll
Yep.
check it out there.
Podbean, honestly, for anybody who's looking to start up a podcast as well, this was recommended by a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
Podbean is like a platform where you can go to like share your podcast audio to a bunch of other platforms. That's how I manage all of this stuff.
Oh, cool.
So
Cool.
maybe one day I'll do like a full episode and kind of dive deeper into that, but go check it out. It's pretty user-friendly, and it's been great for us so far. Anyways, I'm Justin. Thank you very much to my buddy Sam Phelps, filling in for Nick while he travels Africa. Give us your handles. Where can we find you? Because you do like, so just some credentials. Sam is a...
Don't make me blush here, Justin.
Sam is a big hockey guy, okay? We do fantasy hockey together.
Yeah.
You also run a jersey page.
Yes.
So feel free to give it a plug.
At Phelps Jerseys on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, you know what's weird? I've like very much like cut down in the jersey department, man.
Have you?
The one Flames jersey I'm wearing right now is the only Flames jersey I own.
Are you wearing the pedestal?
No, I got the
okay.
old school like white from like 2000s kind of deal. But yeah, I like love collecting like memorabilia and that sort of stuff, but it is given away to a way worse hobby of collecting Pokemon cards. So it's terrible, but it's way cheaper than jerseys. I will say that.
Fair enough. But be sure to find them at Phelps Jerseys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this edition of the Bottom Shelf Podcast. Did you see the Zammoth this week?
I did, and I double-taked. I
Yeah.
thought it was an AI thing.
Did you?
I didn't think it was real.
Like you thought maybe like an April Fool's joke or something like that?
Maybe. It's just like most of the things I see on the internet these days, I can't believe it anyway a lot of the time. Like
fair.
our world's so crazy.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, there's no way they actually did that, right? And then I did some digging and I was like, no, actually, they actually did that.
That is very much a real thing. The Zammoth. It is a Zamboni that looks like a mammoth. It looks like basically the mammoth logo brought to life around the Zamboni.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a bit of a gimmick or does it go hard?
That absolutely goes hard.
You think so?
Well, I mean, like, if you look at any other Zamboni across the entire NHL, it's just plastered with fucking ads.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
like,
they're just big advertisements.
It's out of it's a little different. So it's not something with a big Toyota logo on it. So I'm for it.
That's fair. That's fair. Toyota, not a sponsor.
Toyota,
feel free to sponsor us if
Toyota,
you'd like to.
What are you doing?
I can speak for Nick on this because I thought that the Utah jerseys were pretty good. I actually think they're half decent. I think the logo is actually kind of cool. Nick did not, and so I'm almost positive I can speak for him on this and say that he would hate the Zammoth. I think he would think that this is a gimmick.
Well, it is definitely a gimmick because no one else does it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was thinking about it, like I think it would be super dope if like the Flames had like a giant flaming Zamboni.
Oh, or like do it up like Blasty.
Like Blasty.
Do
a Harvey the Hound Zamboni. Why not?
Okay.
You can make it fuzzy.
Yeah, fair enough. But then you'd get Edmonton doing the Hunter Zamboni, and that's awful.
I mean, that's the worst mascot in the NHL, as is.
The worst mascot possibly ever. I'm sorry, Edmonton fans, but
I mean,
Hunter
to be
is
fair,
awful.
there's not a lot to draw from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if I was like a parent bringing my kid to an Oilers game and I was going to have them take a picture with the mascot, I would probably prefer that it is like the Bobcat and not like a man in a costume of an oil rig man.
Yeah.
That's a little creepier probably.
That's fair, but like they still could have cartooned it up. It's like,
mm-hmm.
Do you know what he reminds me of?
What?
He reminds me of, and I think I've said this before, but Hunter, the Edmonton Oilers mascot, reminds me of this scene from Family Guy where Peter is dressed. You would know exactly where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I do.
Give a larbage, throw out your garbage with Gary the No Trash Cougar.
I said I want to know whose cup this is! Pick it up! Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! Thank you, sweetie. See what a nicer place this is when we all pitch in? Like Gary the No Trash Cougar says, give a larbage, throw out your garbage. Spread the word.
Also, with the Zammoth, I'm pretty sure there's like a platform on the top of it for people to like ride on it.
That's incredible.
So,
big fan of that.
But, and I don't know if I'm just a dirtbag, but my mind went to the point of like, you know the scene from Happy Gilmore where it's like him and the girl, they're on the ice together?
Yeah.
It's like, imagine somebody tried to like impress somebody else by like, having access to the Zammoth and then trying to make a move on the Zammoth.
Honestly, if you were the Zamboni driver for the Utah Mammoth, like big flex, you could be like, hey, come take a ride on the Zammoth.
Yeah. I'll also give you a ride on the Mammoth Zamboni.
Oh my God. Dear God.
All right. We got to get into the meat and potatoes of what's going on in the NHL right now. And
I feel like this is probably the only thing you've been thinking about for
pretty
like
much,
the last week.
Pretty much. It's been on my mind for, probably since the Olympic break, because that's, when the stumbles started for my beloved Detroit Red Wings. Is this the end of the Yzer-plan?
No.
Here's the thing. It's probably not.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Detroit. Like, the foundation is there.
Yeah.
Like, the top-end talent on that team is unbelievable. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, they are resisting the urge to, like, make the big splash and add that one piece.
Add some fucking depth, you guys.
Well, even, like, the trades that they do make, I'm like, well, those make sense, but, like, they have no oomph. Like, there's nothing there. It's like, the Yzer-plan has been like both very conservative and very not at the same time. Like they traded for DeBrincat. Great move. DeBrincat's been great.
Yeah.
Who's there to help DeBrincat?
Who's there to help him? Like, okay, so don't get me wrong. You know, Yzerman has drafted well. You know, he built this team around Larkin. He added Sider, Raymond, Edvinson.
Yeah.
Sandine Pellikka, and then they've got more depth pieces that are still developing in Nate Danielson, Marco Casper, Sebastian Casa, Trey Augustine. Like the prospects and the drafting have been good.
Absolutely.
But you look at the deadlines where it's like, okay, now we're going to push here for the playoffs. This year especially. They're sitting in first in January. They're sitting in first in their division.
Yeah.
They come to the deadline, and what does he do?
Nothing.
He adds Justin Falk. Okay, depth defenseman. He's not top pair. He's been good, but he's like, not top pair.
Yeah, he's like, if he's the number 5 on your team, you're doing really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's probably 3 or 4 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And David Perron, who barely adds depth. That's fourth line.
David Perron, just like with his every once in a while trip back to Detroit.
Yeah. He's played for the team, I don't know, once or twice before, right? Yeah. So that was this year, a couple of small pieces. Last year, radio silence. He did nothing at the deadline.
And they always fall apart in March.
And the year before that, Klim Kostin was dumped for Radim Simek. Oh yeah, huge move.
Klim Kostin, Edmonton Oilers legend, Klim Kostin.
Oh yeah. Played, I don't know, 1.5, maybe 2 seasons in Edmonton, a half season in Detroit before he was gone. He's done nothing at the deadlines when they needed him to.
The Wings getting rid of Elmer also seemed like a very strange move. Like they traded him to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And going into this playoff hunt in the East, which is like an absolute beast this year, you would think that you would want the guy who's like 6'8".
Yep.
On your third or fourth line to go muck it up in the corners. Exactly. But they were like, nah, let's get rid of him.
And he comes to Pittsburgh, and he's been excellent since he got traded.
To be fair, everyone in Pittsburgh has been excellent.
Has been good. I'll give it to you.
Everyone's been excellent.
Okay. If I may I have the floor here for, I don't know, if you want to give me a timer, give me 2 minutes here, okay, just to vent about my frustration.
You can have as much time as you like, buddy. The floor is yours.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
Okay. What the fuck, you guys? Oh my God. Again. 10 years of this shit. To go from one of the most historic consecutive playoff streaks the league has ever seen, 25 straight years of making the playoffs, to this, now one of the most embarrassing streaks of missing the playoffs that the league has ever seen. 10 years, you now hold the active streak for missing the playoffs. Buffalo finally broke the streak. You've got Anaheim, who had been on a hell of a streak as well. They're going to make the playoffs. Guys, 10 straight years of coming this close. Last year, you were down to the last game of the season. You were a point out of the playoffs. And last night against New Jersey, a team that is in the bottom of the East. They are the Titanic, guys. They are in the bottom of the East. And you couldn't muster up enough offense. You couldn't muster up enough defense to hold them. You had the lead. With 10 minutes to go in the third. And you blow it. You lose in regulation. Guys, we are in a dogfight to break a 10-year playoff drought. And that's the effort that you show up with? I speak on behalf of all Detroit Red Wings fans everywhere when I say we are sick of this. I'm trying to introduce my children now to this team that I love and I cherish and I respect. As a kid, I got to watch this team dominate. Dominate. I got to see this team build legends, Hall of Famers on rotation, just coming through the system. Hall of Famer. He retires, another Hall of Famer's right there to back him up. I saw this team win President's Trophies. I saw this team win Stanley Cups, championships. One of, if not the most respected franchise in the league, you guys. And now we're the laughingstock. Because when it matters most, this team does not show up. Oh my God, I'm trying to introduce my kids to this team. And how do I introduce them? By showing them this team that can't put together a winning effort? That keeps missing the playoffs? That just pisses me off? Daddy, why are you mad? Because kiddo, the team won't fucking make the playoffs.
Daddy, why are you throwing things at the TV?
Oh my God, man. Ugh. All right.
That was a pretty good run, man. That was pretty good.
Oh my God, we need to move on. One thing I do want to touch on, though, before we jump off of this Yzer-plan stuff and I jump off a bridge, who's the replacement for Yzer-man if he which either he steps down or the team moves on, and I think the team would give him the option to step down himself. But who's the replacement? What do we got? Ken Holland sitting on the sidelines? No, thanks. No. Look at all the moves he made for LA in the last couple of years.
I don't know, man.
Signing Cody Ceci to a $4 million deal? Blech.
Hey,
no
man.
thanks.
As a fan of the Calgary Flames and not a fan of the Kings and the Oilers, big fan.
I bet.
Big fan.
I bet.
The tough part, and it's the same thing I kind of thought about with Craig Conroy being in Calgary, is like, all right, you've got this guy who's like a folk hero for your organization, and what do you do when that reign ends? You know, like, how do you say goodbye? And I don't know how you do it properly, because, like, on one hand, like, the last couple of years, if that's another GM, he's probably fired.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But also, like, he's got the track record in Tampa that, like, he probably needs another year, right?
That's what's so hard, is like you keep wanting to give him one more chance. It's like, well, but we were so close this year. And it's like, yeah, but we've been so close the last 3 years. And he continues to not make some kind of bigger move, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to recreate the magic that he made in Tampa when he drafted Kucherov and Palat and Point and Vasilevsky and Cirelli.
Yeah.
But
he laid the foundation for that whole team.
He's given a lot of credit for the fact that they won those Stanley Cups.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he was the one who drafted all of these guys who like built this squad that was an absolute.
Well, it's a juggernaut still.
Yeah. Even still with the foundation that they have. So, anyways, but still,
I would like, if I was the owner, if I was like the Illich family, I would give him one more year, and then if it doesn't work and they miss the playoffs again, I would give him some sort of bullshit title so he can just go away and not be part of the team anymore.
Yeah.
Just call him, like, I don't know, assistant to the owner. It's good.
President of overseeing things.
President of business synergy.
Yes, yeah.
Buzzword.
Vice president of ergonomics. Does
that makes tons of sense to me.
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, we've nailed it. All right, something else that we can dive into here that I thought was unexpected with how close we are to the start of the Stanley Cup playoffs, they start on Saturday officially. There was 2 major coaching changes before the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which felt weird. On March 29th, the Vegas Golden Knights fired Bruce Cassidy and hired John Tortorella.
That's a weird move, man.
Yeah, I thought so too, considering Bruce Cassidy won the Stanley Cup with Vegas 3 years ago. But Vegas is kind of ruthless in this sense. I saw a list recently of like all of their like either firings or trades or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
Almost immediately after, success. They traded Fleury almost immediately after he had won the Vezina.
Oh, that was the playoff run where his agent posted like the sword, in his
back.
Yeah.
That's right, because they were already moving on to Robin Lehner.
That might have been the best day in like online hockey I've ever had in my life, where I'm like reading that on Twitter and seeing the responses.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're ruthless. And I was even thinking about it. Like they've got a few people they seem like they're really loyal to, like Eichel and Stone. But like I'd imagine like if Mitch Marner doesn't fit there, like they'll just gas Mitch Marner. They'll just be like, yeah, all right, dude.
Sorry, you're gone.
Peace.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
And then there was another move.
And then there was another one. The New York Islanders fired Patrick Waugh and hired Peter DeBoer. And I'm talking like less than 10 games. I think they fired him with like 8 games left on the schedule as they're pushing for the playoffs. I believe they were in a playoff spot, if not very close to. They're still in the hunt, technically.
Justin, I will give you a bright side to your conundrum with the Red Wings. Mm-hmm. At least the Red Wings didn't do what the Islanders did, which is maybe not be expected for the playoffs, like be on the fringe, realize you might have a shot and sell the farm to try and go and then miss the playoffs anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. They made a couple of big moves at the deadline.
Shannon Palat?
Yeah.
You're adding guys who are 35?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, adding depth
and
guys.
Trading, like, assets that you need.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you got Schaefer. Who else do you have?
Yeah. Like, it's not like Schaefer is going anywhere anytime soon. Like, this kid's going to be a stud. Give him a couple of years.
Absolutely.
They got but they're like, no, we have to win now.
We need
to win.
We need that playoff ticket revenue. We need it.
Yeah.
And they pushed for it, and I don't get it. And, like, I think that they were going to move on from Waugh at a certain point anyway, because, like, Waugh's never really stuck anywhere. Like, he was with the Avs for, like, that spell, and, like, he was fine.
Yeah.
But he very much seemed like the stepping stone coach on their way to something else. But to go to Peter DeBoer?
I mean,
why?
Peter DeBoer is, I will say, is a quality hire. It's weird timing.
Oh, it's so weird.
But he is a quality hire. He's gone to the conference finals each of the last 5 years, I'm pretty sure. He went with Vegas. He went
in Dallas.
And with Dallas, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what? I have seen this from other people. If, like, you think that you are not going to continue with Patty Waugh, I get gassing him. Just a weird move, though. Like, just
not as weird as Vegas getting rid of Bruce Cassidy for John Tortorella.
I get getting rid of Cassidy. I totally understand that.
Okay.
Apparently not. There's a lot of people who really don't like Bruce Cassidy.
Okay.
But Torts?
I don't know if I understood that. They have gone, what are they? They're 5-0-1.
Okay.
Since they hired John Tortorella. They beat the Canucks, the Flames, the Oilers, the Canucks again. Not that that's some big
They're just
feat
doing
this
the
year.
Western Conference
and
Canadian team
then
gauntlet.
they
bro.
lost to the Kraken in shootout, and then they beat Colorado's. That was in overtime, but they still beat them, which that's a big win.
You know what? Torts is not a bad coach, but you're not going to have a long time with Torts.
No, he's not signed. It's not like he
it's
signed a
literally-
contract. He's literally just like, you're here for the playoffs. Whatever you do in the playoffs will speak to either how we move forward, or if this is just like, I don't know, a big hurrah for Torts.
You know, I actually think that could be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because there's, like, no pressure.
Yeah, it's
You know, like-
there's no pressure, but all the pressure. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Well, whatever happens, happens. Like, go in and coach your ass off. Like,
I don't think that's a bad thing, man. I'm going to be real. I just don't get, like, with, like, the type of players that they have, why John Tortorella was the pick of all the guys.
yeah.
But,
yeah.
hey, you know what? I like the entertainment of it, because usually like the coaching firings happen like, in February, that sort of stuff, or like you'll see them get fired after the season's over. Not with like a playoff team with like 8 games left.
Yeah.
That never happens. That's like NBA level of cruelness.
In a playoff spot, fighting for their division title, and they're like, yeah, no, sorry, Cassidy, you're done. You're gone. You're out of here. And in comes Torts.
Well, and so this happened recently in the NBA.
Okay.
The Denver Nuggets, who at the time were like the reigning, I think, NBA champions, fired their head coach like right before the playoffs. And everybody was like, what are you doing? And apparently, like, probably similar to like what happened with Cassidy and with Waugh, like it got really bad and you could tell like the team's performance was like dipping right before the playoffs started. Okay. But like, I get it and I don't get it, Like
it's one of those decisions that I'm sure there's more happening behind closed doors than they let on. Not to say that Vegas has been some spectacular team this year. There's been points where, yes, they've been in a playoff spot. They haven't technically had a winning record though. So they're just lucky that they play in a really shitty Pacific division, like
great
the Pacific division.
Literally, like I've referred to the Pacific Division as the division of friendship.
Oh yeah,
this season because
Dude,
it's
Connor
like
McDavid called it a pillow fight.
It's a bit of a pillow fight right now, but yeah, thankful obviously to not have lost any ground.
Best guy in the league playing in that division says, "Yeah, it's been a bit of a pillow fight this year. We've been pretty lucky." You don't fucking say, like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like if you take any of those 3 teams that are sitting in like the Pacific Division playoff spots and take them to the East, they miss the playoffs.
I think
it's crazy.
Yeah, like there's been points where teams. I think they're a little better now. The Oilers have like bumped up above that, but they would still only just be in a wild card spot in the East right now. Like there was a point where Detroit sitting on the outside of the playoffs would have been first in the Pacific Division.
Yeah. So to put it in perspective, the Vegas Golden Knights, who've clinched a playoff spot, have 91 points.
Yeah.
The Boston Bruins in the wild card have 96.
Yeah. In the wild card.
And bro.
Vegas is already clinched. That's how.
And Vegas could win the division.
The Pacific Division.
It's crazy, man. And you know what? I hate it as a Flames fan because being in the Pacific Division and watching all these teams like be terrible, we're pulling out wins.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn it, do I wish we played in like the Atlantic, man. Where like you're just like facing like 7 juggernaut teams that are just crushing you all the time, so you're at the bottom.
Embrace it like Vancouver has. Like as bad as it's gotten in Detroit this year, and the frustration that's boiled over there for me, Vancouver has had it worse. Like I'm looking at, and this is just so that I can not wallow in my own misery. I've been looking at what's like the worst storyline that's happened this year. Detroit missing the playoffs is probably up there, might be top 5 right now. But to make things a little bit easier for me and my Detroit Red Wings fans, how about the Vancouver Canucks, who are going to finish with less than 10 wins at home this year?
People are paying big money for those tickets, too.
8 home wins this year. WOOF. Woof, man.
Woof.
Friggin' woof. Here's another one for you. Your beloved Flames could be the first team in over a decade to finish without a 50-point scorer on the team. Kadri's gone.
Yeah, so he doesn't count.
Now they've got 3 guys who are tied with 41 points.
What do you think? Are they going to put up 9 points in 3 games, bro? Who do you think? Is it Backlund, Coronado? Who's going to do it?
Oh, my God. Points, man. Not goals. We're not talking those points. 50 points.
Yeah, it's rough. I actually have a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
And
lay it on me.
Our buddy Beckler also shares the same conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I think that the Flames are going to have the first overall pick rigged for them this year.
Oh, yeah? Oh, because they've got the new stadium coming.
Yup.
New stadium, number 1 pick. Gavin McKenna's going to go number 1.
So there's just... It just makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Right? You got the Flames getting the World Cup.
Yeah.
And Edmonton, but we get the majority of the games.
Yeah.
You got the Flames building a new arena with public money. and the Flames, who dearly need like a high-end forward.
Are there World Juniors games coming to? Because
It's all Edmonton and Red Deer.
Edmonton, Red Deer.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
But you look back in time, Edmonton in 2015, not really predicted to win
yeah,
at all.
but
Win the lottery
in the lottery.
the season before
Yep,
they move into a new building.
new building.
I
Man, the stars are aligning.
I hate to say it. Also with like the Islanders, it's like
Yeah,
the Islanders should not have won that lottery for Schaefer, but
no, they did.
they really needed him.
They did.
They
Now-
recently built an arena.
The one thing I will contradict you on here is you could have said the same thing for the Red Wings. A couple of years ago, they moved into Little Caesars Arena, moved on from Joe Louis. And they should have they finished dead last, and they should have had the number 1 overall pick that year. And do you know who it went to? That was the year that Alexis Lafreniere went to the New York Rangers. Detroit finished. I'm pretty sure Detroit got they got outside top 5 pick. Like,
I'm pretty sure you're probably fine with that, though.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
he's looking like finally something,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah, but- yeah, exactly. So. Living is out as Leafs GM. Three seasons, 0 success.
Summer Brad, baby.
Yeah, I don't think that you can say that anything he did made this team any better. I will define his era in Toronto.
Yeah.
0 success. I've got some notable moves that you can
The team
credit to.
went further, to be fair,
Yeah,
than they ever had since 2005.
that's fair. Okay.
Like they lost again to the Panthers in the second round, but they took them to 7 this time.
They did take them to 7. That's fair, and they were up in that series.
Oh yeah, they were.
But classic Leafs, they blew it. So.
Yeah, when they were up in like game 3 of that series and it was getting tight, I was like, oh man, if they lose this game, they're losing the series.
So some notable moves from Brad Treliving.
Okay.
He signed Austin Matthews and William Nylander long term. Okay, good moves.
Yeah, you needed that.
Build your core, or lock up your core. He did the sign and trade of Mitch Marner.
Yeah,
which I don't know.
Must have been a mistake a little bit.
I don't know that you can call that a success because who'd they get in return? Did they get
Nick Waugh
Yeah, Nick Waugh
and like
a couple of draft picks.
Yeah, and I don't think they really got a first, but they played that card of like, we knew you were tampering, so either do a sign and trade or we'll report you to the NHL.
Yeah, they'll get
hilarious.
Something. They'll get something.
Yeah.
So the Brandon Carlo trade. Oh, buddy.
Fraser Minton.
Yeah, gave up Fraser
boy.
Minton, a top prospect, and they also gave up a top 5 protected pick.
The crazy part is like Brandon Carlo, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a 4.
Yeah, but he's not the guy that they anticipated him being.
Yeah.
How does it feel watching this as a Flames fan? Because would you like me to go through all of the stuff that Brad Treliving did as the GM of the Flames?
Dude, I know it well. Troy Brouwer, 4x4.
Yeah.
What were some other good ones? James Neal, 5x5.
Sean Monahan and a first-round pick for future considerations.
For nothing.
Kachuk for Huberdeau and Uyghur. Sam Bennett dealt for nothing.
You let what's his name go?
Goudreau walked.
R.I.P.
Is Brad Treliving like all-time bad GM? Like I've got a few others here that we could compare him to. Do you want to go through some of that?
Sure. Yeah, I'm down.
So I mean, top on the list. You and I know this well. Peter Chiarelli, all-time bad GM in our time.
Peter Chiarelli, Edmonton era.
Yes.
Not Peter Chiarelli, Boston.
Yes, two different.
Yeah. Peter Chiarelli, Boston, like 2010 to like 2013. GOAT GM. Great GM.
Yeah.
Built a great team.
Yeah.
Those Edmonton squads, holy crap, dude. What were you doing?
Oh, woof. Friggin' woof. We've got Chris Drury, who is the current New York Rangers GM.
Yep.
Oh my God!
He's up
There's
there.
times this year where the team was their fans. The building was chanting "Fire Drury."
Yeah.
Fire Drury.
Yeah, and they were chanting that last year, if I recall, too. It wasn't going well last year either.
Mike Milbury, former New York Islanders GM. Here you go. Who has he traded away? Zdeno Chara, Wade Redden, Brian Berard, Eric Brewer, Darius Kasparaitis, Brian McCabe, Roberto Luongo, Tommy Salo, Olli Jokinen, Todd Bertuzzi, Tim Connolly, Rafi Torres. The list goes on.
Oh, God.
It's traded away all those guys.
Okay, so I think Mike Milbury takes the cake of, like, the worst GM ever.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody can dethrone him based just solely on that list.
Yeah.
But Brad, he's up there, man. Like, the big thing that Brad Treliving, like, did was always, like, kick tires on guys. So, like, if you'll recall, there were years where, like, the Flames were in on some really big names. Like, it was, like, that one trade deadline, they were trying to get Mark Stone from the Senators. He ended up going to Vegas because, like, the Flames wouldn't part with, like, Oliver Shillington, a guy who's now out of the NHL.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just little things like that with Brad where, like, when he needed to make the big move, he never did. But then he make these, like, small bullshit things where you're like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, I even remember they traded for Curtis Lazar. Shout out my homie, Curtis Lazar.
Curtis Lazar. Respect.
Love you, buddy. Edmonton Oilers GOAT. But we gave up like 2 second-round picks to get Curtis Lazar and then stuck him on the fourth line. And I think collectively for the Flames in like 2 seasons, he scored like 3 goals.
Yeah.
It was rough.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah, you pay big for a guy that you're banking on him doing something great, and it's just not given the opportunity to do it. Like,
absolutely. And
I do have 2 more GMs to kind of throw under the bus here.
Oh God,
I've got 2 more
are they
for you.
worse than Mike Milbury?
No, but they do have resumes that
They're
kind
in
of speak to how bad they were. Don Waddell, do you know the name?
Yeah, Columbus.
He is the only general manager in Atlanta Thrashers history. I feel like that says enough.
Yeah.
Only GM of the Atlanta Thrashers. I mean, they drafted guys like Kovalchuk went first overall.
Yeah.
So that was a no doubter though. And then you got guys like Evander Kane, and he brought some talent into the league, but overall, the Thrashers just weren't a solid squad.
Shit.
And Craig Button, you know the name, Craig Button.
Yeah.
He's an analyst.
Yeah.
He is now an analyst. He is a former Flames GM.
Oh no!
And he was the guy who released Martin St. Louis before he. Imagine the years that Calgary could have had with Jerome McGinley and Martin St. Louis.
I think
on the same line together.
If I recall, he also got rid of Mark Savard. Did he not?
Probably yes.
Yeah.
So there, you just like it's kind of. There's been some bad GMs. Not everybody is...
Talk about one of the biggest moves in NHL history that would come back to just, like, fuck you over. Is straight up releasing a guy who will drop, like, too many points on your ass in a finals. Like, I still get nightmares, man, about Game 6 and that double overtime goal. God! Craig Button, man, what are you doing? Justin, you want a little current events update?
Please.
We're currently filming this podcast. It's actually 5 p.m. on April 12th, Sunday night. Rory McIlroy has just repeated as Masters champion.
Has he?
He did.
Congratulations. During the pod.
Oh, man. I cannot believe, like, I couldn't believe it last year.
Yeah.
But,
he
I feel like
that
win unlocked some sort of mental demon that was just screwing with him. And, like, to see him win it 2 years in a row after, like, so many years of, like, nothing.
Yep.
Incredible.
And he joins an exclusive list. I saw this week. He joins an exclusive list of players who have defended the Masters before.
Ooh.
Do you want to check that list? Because it's Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus. I think there's only 4, maybe 5 guys on that list. Players who have defended their title at the Masters.
Back-to-backs.
Yeah, back-to-backs at
So
the
you got
Masters.
Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods.
Nick Faldo.
Oh yeah, no, of
Nick
course.
Faldo?
Yeah, of course.
Tiger.
It's just the three of them, hey?
That's crazy.
And now Rory joins that
And
list.
now Rory. And shout out to Rory,
Mm-hmm.
back-to-back Masters champion who doesn't have a DUI.
Hey! All right. I think this should be my last thing I got to get to. Is this the end for Ovi? You saw it in Pittsburgh, Malkin and Crosby and Letang all line up for one last game.
Malkin coming over to his house for dinner after like the legendary beef between the two of them.
Yeah, right?
It feels like this is the end.
Mm-hmm. He says he's going to decide in the offseason. For anybody who hasn't been keeping up with this, Ovechkin says that he will make a decision in the offseason as to whether or not he's going to play another year.
They have one more game.
Yeah. I think it's done. Like, what is there left for him to do? I mean, Nick and I have kind of discussed this a couple of times on the podcast, how you're seeing all of these like milestones, and it's like, yes, he's breaking all of these records now, but it's like, what is there left for him to do? He broke Gretzky's record.
Yeah.
He's the first goal scorer ever with 900. He's not going to get to 1,000. He's too slow for 1,000 now.
He's the second guy to get to 1,000 total.
Yeah, playoff and regular season.
Here's the thing. This is how I know he'll be gone. They have one more game in the season. Mm-hmm. They're not in the playoff standings right now. There's like an outside shot that they could catch Philly, depending on how Philly does. If they're eliminated and he does not play against Columbus on the road, I think it's it.
That's it.
If he does play, I don't know. I could see him come back another year because really, you want to send out your legendary career in Columbus?
I know, right? Like, let the NHL, announce it in the offseason, and then let the NHL set your schedule so that like your last game is against Pittsburgh or your last game is against
Pittsburgh.
Who else are they going to send? I mean, against Montreal or Toronto or
maybe
one of the storied franchises.
I will say
rivalry, right? Like,
I feel like the NHL knows something that we do not, because the amount of posting about Ovi and this person and Ovi and this person, it would lead me to believe that he might call it.
Yeah,
and if he does, whatever.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody's gonna hold it against him. But we saw him collecting pucks in Toronto and Montreal. Pucks from his final games in these legendary markets. Like he
does that anyway, though.
Yeah, but he didn't get to go out like Kopitar has gone out this year. Kopitar announced at the beginning of the year that Kopitar is the captain and basically the best player ever in LA history. No offense, Marcel Dion.
Or Luc Robitaille.
Or there's been a lot of greats. No offense, Gretzky, but...
Jeez. Yeah, that is a bit of a hot take, isn't it? Sure
But you look at the career that he's had in LA. He's won 2 Stanley Cups in LA. Something Gretzky never did. Yeah. He's won a handful of Selkies.
I also think one of the most impressive things that Kopitar ever did, honestly, was making Slovenia an Olympic team.
Yeah. Only player ever from Slovenia in the NHL.
Yeah.
And he
brought them to the Olympics in 2014?
Yeah, something like that.
Shout out Slovenia for making the Olympics.
Yeah. Shout out Kopitar for making Slovenia make the Olympics.
I think he was playing in qualifier games and stuff during that run, which is crazy to think about.
So,
I could see it, and at this point, unless they're gonna chase another Stanley Cup, what is there for Ovechkin?
It's just it sucks that they didn't do a proper farewell tour like Kopitar has done, or Fleury did. They made the announcement that yep, Fleury, this is it, it's the end, and they got to send him off. So
he doesn't see like, and crazy enough, like I would have expected him to be the guy who wants the send off, that wants the attention. But like as Ovechkin's gotten older, man, like kind of just seems like the dude who will just like ride off into the sunset and be like, peace everybody.
Peace.
Like it would be crazy. Like if he announces between now and Tuesday that he's done, like the craziness that will happen.
Yeah.
But I don't think he will do that.
No.
I honestly think like it wouldn't shock me if he just put out a press release that said like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Just at like you think like end of the year, like do you think he waits for the end of the playoffs? Like do you think he waits for off season before he just makes the announcement?
Yeah, because I think like the biggest tell will be like, hey, like do the Caps actually sign him because his deal's done, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Sign him to
how
one more
crazy would it be if he came back for another year in not Washington?
Oh my God, no.
That would be crazy.
I don't think you could, because like
the latest Vegas Golden Knight, Alex Ovechkin.
yuck. That's Martin Brodeur going to St. Louis. That's Henrik Lundqvist going to Washington. Like don't do that. Don't waste your time. Just call it a career.
Would be hilarious.
Man. Call it a career.
I honestly think like the number one thing is like, at least odds wise, would be that he goes back to Russia and he plays in the K or whatever because he said he wants to do that.
Good. That
number two
the
would
same
be
thing, right?
One more year in Washington, and then 3 would probably be retire because I don't think he's gonna just stop playing.
No,
it's just whether he plays for like Washington or like Moscow.
If he does, like this is a reason for Washington to sign him for one more year.
Absolutely.
Is to do the farewell tour. That's how they're going to sell tickets. Hey, it's Ovechkin's final game against insert team here. Come out for the game. That's what it's going to be.
Those tickets will go crazy.
It's all a matter of if his body can hold up, and it's like they're not asking him to score 50 goals. They're not asking him to carry this team on his back to the playoffs again. They're saying, take it easy, hang out in your office, score 20, and call it a day.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Grab some Subway on your way home. Subway and Dorito or Cheetos on your way home.
I can't
all
believe
right?
he eats that all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but like,
but you're not Ovechkin.
you can't see my body, but it's not a great body, guys.
All right. I think that's it for me. Do you have anything else you want to get to this week, or?
You talked about having a game.
I do have a game. That's what we'll wrap here with.
We can wrap on that, yeah.
So we like to play a game to wrap things up, have a little fun.
Okay.
And with it being Masters Week,
I
I don't know if you know what the last week or the last episode we Nick and I did the Cy Young winner.
Okay.
So that would be a player who has more goals than they do assists. You get that, so like having a winning record sort of thing. So this week, with it being Masters, let's talk about the worst plus minus in the NHL. The guys with the yeah. So this is not something you want to win. As an NHLer, this is not something you want to win.
I can tell you probably 2 or 3 guys who probably played at some point on the Calgary Flames this season.
Okay, so let me see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've got 15 guys on this list.
Right.
Okay.
Is Nazem Kadri on this list?
Nazem Kadri is on this list, yes. He is currently sitting with a minus 30. Yeah.
He's been in Denver for a while.
Yes.
Is Mackenzie Weegar on this list?
Mackenzie Weegar's on this list. He is number 3 with a minus 31.
Is Rasmus Anderson on this list?
Rasmus Anderson's not on this list.
Whoa!
No, he got
That's
traded.
crazy.
He got traded to Vegas.
Probably early enough to bring that plus minus up.
Yeah.
Who's been really bad? Let's think of some Vancouver Canucks. Is Brock Besser on this
Brock
list?
Besser leads. He's got the green jacket. With a minus 44. By the way,
that's incredible.
Something I have to remember here. So my father-in-law listens to the show, and I have to remember that like we've got to bring everybody along. He does follow hockey quite a bit, but just in case, plus minus is like if you're on the ice
and your team gets scored on,
you get a minus.
Yeah.
And if your team is on the ice when your team scores, you get a plus, unless it's the power play.
All right.
If you're on the power play or penalty kill, plus minus no longer is registered. It's just at even strength.
Yeah, absolutely. Or if you get
or
scored
if
on
a team scored shorthanded or something like that, then that would count as a minus for the power play. But Brock Besser has a minus 44. That is horrendous.
Really bad.
You've got Mackenzie Weegar at 3. You're missing number 2. You're missing number 4, who is also a Vancouver Canuck. Nazem Kadri's in a 3-way tie with another Vancouver Canuck and somebody from San Jose.
I'm going to put another Vancouver Canuck on the list. It's please. Elias Pettersson.
He is in a 4-way tie with minus 27. He is in a 4-way tie.
I'm thinking about the bad teams.
Oh, that's exactly what you have to do. So think you've got Chicago, San Jose, New York Rangers, Toronto.
I feel like San Jose, I feel like it couldn't be Celebrini because he's been too good and scoring too much. Is it a guy like Will Smith?
No. No, Will Smith is not on this list.
Is it one of their bum-ass defensemen?
It is, yeah. And I mean, he was supposed to be he's supposed to be their big defenseman. Former Washington Capital.
Oh, Dmitry Orlov! Yeah, buddy!
Yeah, he's in a tie with Elias Pettersson. Minus 27 on the season.
Is there more Canucks on this list?
Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. We've got a couple more Canucks on this list.
Oh, God. Who else plays a lot on Vancouver? I can't even tell you.
One's a defenseman, one's a forward.
Is it a high-paid forward?
No,
relative to the rest of the team?
I don't know. I don't know if I could give you that information.
Is it Jake DeBrusk?
It is Jake DeBrusk. Yeah. This guy.
Yeah.
He's in a tie with Mackenzie Weegar right now with minus 31 on the season.
Oy.
You're still missing the number 2 guy who's from Chicago.
It's not Bedard.
I don't know if you're going to get this one because he's like their big defenseman.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I cannot pronounce his name.
Yeah.
I read it all the time, and I still can't pronounce it.
Lev Shinov.
Lev Shinov
sits with a minus 41 on the year. Do you want me to just bust through the rest of this? Because you got most of them.
Tell me who the next one I'm missing is.
Okay, so you've got Brock Besser with minus 44.
Yeah. Tell me the next team I'm missing, and I'll give it a shot.
Okay, next team you've got is San Jose. I think is the next guy you're missing is from San Jose.
William Eklund.
Yes, it is William Eklund.
I watched him make a very terrible defensive play yesterday against Vancouver, so that's why I thought about that.
Yeah, you got all these guys. Yeah, Brock Besser, minus 44. Lev Shinov with minus 41. Mackenzie Weegar, minus 31. DeBrusk, minus 31. There's 3 guys at minus 30. William Eklund, Nazem Kadri. Zeev Buium was the other one you missed.
He hasn't been there for that long.
No. Braden Shen with a minus 29.
Wow.
Your buddy Matt Coronado, minus 28.
Really?
JT Miller, John Tavares, Vince Dunn, Andre Burakovsky, and then you got Orlov and Pettersson all with below minus 25 on the year is a dumpster fire.
I don't know what's more impressive. The 21-22 Calgary Flames setting that record for plus minus or number 1 in the standings on plus minus here.
Yeah.
Because minus 45 from Brock Besser.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's insane, man.
For a guy who realistically has a lot of points.
Yeah.
How many?
That's a good question. How many points does he have this year? Because he's a goal scorer.
He's got 45 points.
Yeah.
On that Vancouver team.
So that means he's been on the ice. So 45 points, give or take a few for the power play, means he's probably been on the ice for 80 goals against, probably somewhere in that range. Flip it, though, looking at the guys with the top plus minus in the league right now.
Yeah.
You've got Nathan MacKinnon with a plus 55.
Wow.
To flip that, from Brock Besser with a minus 45 to Nathan MacKinnon with a plus 55. That is wild.
That's insane.
That is a plus 100 gap between the two of them.
What's crazy is if you look at like the modern record for plus minus, because like a lot of the plus minus stuff, like it was obviously inflated during like the 70s and 80s when scoring was crazy. Like somehow Brad McCrimmon, former Calgary Flame, had a plus 86 in 1985-86.
Oh my God.
But that just tells you how good the 85-86 Calgary Flames were.
Yeah.
The modern record is Johnny Gaudreau.
Really?
He was plus 64 in 21-22.
Right.
And Lindholm and Tkachuk are right behind him.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the Bottom Shelf Podcast. I'm Justin. This is my good buddy Sam. You'll likely be filling in for a couple episodes here, hey?
Absolutely. I felt like that podcast could have gone on for like another like 2 hours.
It does, yeah.
Natural,
it feels like we can just sit and bullshit for what feels like forever, right?
It's nice coming from like my radio background. Where you're really not encouraged to speak for longer than like a minute at a time.
Yeah, a minute or 2 minutes is a long break, right?
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. So doing a podcast about sports.
Oh my God!
Man,
this is glorious.
I'll
isn't
never
it?
shut up, man.
Yeah. So we'll get you on for a few more episodes here. You can check us out on social media at Bottom Shelf Hockey Pod on Instagram. That's our big one. A little bit on Threads as well. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, YouTube. Wherever it is that you get your podcasts. Anything else?
No, you guys got like a sign off or anything? I feel so out of the loop.
No, usually Nick makes fun of me because I like to salute. I give like a little salute, even though nobody else can see it. I just,
Yeah, in an audio podcast, you're doing a salute.
Yeah. I mean, for him, for me, for us, it can be our thing. I can give a little salute.
Could you hear that salute, everybody? Thanks for telling me he made fun of you for that, because I will now.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks so much. We'll catch you on another one.